This is Lori from Cruising for Treasure. You're watching my What Sold show, and this is going to be a I can speak English. This will be a compilation video of the next several days stitched together of what is selling for me this week, and then the final video we'll put it all together and it'll air on Friday. But so this is everything that sold for me yesterday, which was, what is today? Tuesday. So yesterday, on Monday. And if you don't know, I earn a living or contribute to my family's income selling online on eBay, Poshmark, Facebook, and Mercari. And so yesterday I did have sales on 3 different platforms: eBay, Poshmark, and Facebook. So that's awesome. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? And let's see, eBay was actually decent. The first item that I have is this brand. Now, I don't know exactly how to say this. Classiques NTA. I don't know. But anyway, it's a silk tank top, and that sold for $12. I want to say this came from the Hoarder House. I think that's where it's from. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's where it's from. Okay, next, I love, if you've watched my show, you know I love to sell vintage postcards. This one sold for $4, really cute. This was posted, stamped on the back, canceled stamp, but this is, let's see, Venezia, Venice in Italy, Piazza San Marco at high water. And this is from 1975. So that's pretty cool. And then let's see, the next item is another item from my Hoarder House haul, which was basically, I went through and picked from 5 different closets. All of the items came to me free of charge. This sold for $20. This is a vintage Eddie Bauer's base layer silk pants. And what's interesting about these is mine are literally the only ones available. When I listed them at least, I could not find any. So I just chose a number, and then, you know, just waiting for them to sell. But base layers, especially vintage, new in the package or new with tags, base layers silk can really sell for a good bit of money. So whether it's Eddie Bauer or Winter Silks is a really good brand. And I'm sure there are others out there. They really do well. So keep your eyes out for those. All right. And actually, I saw a Winter Silks shirt at Goodwill the other day, but then when I was looking it over, it was stained and whatever. So I didn't get it, but now I have my eye out for that brand. Okay, this is a wool sweater. The brand is De Rothschild. There's the label. That sold full price for $17.50. You know what? I want to say this would be really weird if like all of my Hoarder House stuff is selling in this in one day. Let me look this one up and see where it came from. Which, I mean, it would not be absolutely unusual. I do sell multiple items a week from the Hoarder House haul. That tells you how the sheer volume of items that I got. This happened in February and it's October, and I'm still selling items from that. So yes, the gray sweater, that is from the Hoarder House. And of course I didn't get it all listed in February. This one says I got it listed at the end of March. So, you know how it goes when you get inundated with a huge mountain. And honestly, by the end, it's like you just get a little bit fatigued of listing a specific type of item and you just want to move on to the next big thing. Okay, another sale on eBay is this this shirt. It is Lucky brand. Now from the front, it doesn't look super great, but on the back, it's amazing. It's got this California and palm tree, and then like this random sweater up here. And honestly, because it was all so random, like the footprints up here, I actually looked it up to see if this was some type of DIY project, but no, there was a shirt that they made that this is actually how it was sold. And anyway, so that sold for $15. Really fun shirt. And then let's see, I had, oh, it's all tucked into this bag. You're not going to be able to see it. But it's a Leah Sophia Christmas pin. It's a Christmas tree with little gemstones on it. I don't know if you could see that, but that sold for $7. And what happened there was I got a really large lot of vintage Christmas pins, and that was part of it. And so I paid, you know, maybe 50 cents or whatever. Okay, and then the last item that sold on eBay, let me pull this up, this is from the Dungeon and Dragon game. It's like a rule book, Dungeon Masters rule book, and that sold for $15. I paid a lot of money for a huge, not a huge lot, but for quite a few of these, and I've already made all of my money back. This is pure profit, and that was from an online auction. Okay, then my one sale on Poshmark. Poshmark is dying for me, guys. I don't know. This is really sad. If Poshmark can't figure itself out, I don't know. I might have to get rid of my Posher VA, because for 2 months I hit just over or just under $1,000 in sales, with it being my secondary platform. So I'll pay $25 a month for those kinds of results, but we are not on track to hit anywhere near that this month. So not good. Anyway, here is a pair of sandals that sold, Jambu water shoes. These sold for $35, size 9.5. Really cool shoes, and they are going to a lady who's going on vacation. Which speaks to my point that I was saying in yesterday's video of you never know what people are looking for when they're going to need an item. And so I don't hold seasonal items. I just list them as I get them. So, okay. And my Facebook sale, this is a fun one, and it's going to be really annoying to package up. I don't typically buy these types of things if they don't have their original box, but this was like worth, well, I sold it on Facebook for $60 plus they paid shipping. So, you know, it's worth the extra time I need to put into it to, you know, make sure that it's safely packed. But $60, this is Jim Shore, and the middle in here rotates. Isn't that precious? So what I'll have to do is fill this so that this part does not move during shipment. You don't want any movement in any part at all when it's being shipped. So I'll put like bubble wrap, I'll tuck it in there so it just kind of stabilizes it. Then bubble wrap around the protruding parts to make sure they are protected. Then, you know, bubble wrap it, shrink wrap all of it, and then double box it, and then pray for the best. At least it's not ceramic, it's resin. So it's a little bit more stable, but it still can break. So we'll just be real careful. And anyway, so that's what I have going out the door today. Keep watching. I'm sure my husband will put these into chapters, so keep watching for the next installment of what sold this week. All right, here we are back with another day's worth of sales. I was actually not feeling well yesterday, so we skipped a day. Sorry about that. But here's what we have going out the door today. Poshmark, I have had a couple sales today, so I will show those tomorrow or in the next segment, but no sales yesterday, so nothing to show for that. So we just have 5 sales on eBay, but let me tell you, they're pretty spectacular. So here we go. First one is vintage postcard, and this is horses from, I don't know, Paris, Camargue. I I don't know what it is, but it's unposted horses from France. No idea what makes them special, but they paid $5 for that postcard plus shipping. So we're happy and fine with that. Okay, next is, this is Skin Iceland Brightening Eye Serum, brand new. This sold for $25. I really wanted to keep this because I accidentally, long story, went to Iceland this year, and I didn't even know, but they are well known for their skincare products because of all of their volcanoes and the ash. I really don't know what they use. Arctic peptides. Okay. So I really wanted to keep it, but then I was like, no, I want money more. So $25. I got a couple huge lots of skincare products new in the package, and hair care and all of that. So slowly getting all of those listed from an online auction. So I paid $3 or $4 for this new, when you average out the total cost from the lot. So next item is this Linnea Pell brown leather belt, and then it's got like this little equestrian looking bit here. This sold for $50. It is new at tags, and I had it priced, I think $70 or something like that. And then either I sent an offer or someone sent me an offer. I don't know, whatever it was. Anyway, it sold for $50. So we will take it. And you know what? I'm going to look that up because I don't remember exactly what I paid for it. And I don't know if I got it from an online auction or if I got it from okay, it says I paid $5. $5 into 50. That's pretty great. It's been listed since May 8th, and I got it from a thrift store. So that's pretty cool. We love to see it. Thrift store for the win. Okay, this one is LL Bean. It's a little girl's hat. Just really cute with the ear flaps. So adorable. And then, it's got the little LL Bean label there. And, oh, got some fuzzies hanging off of it. That sold for $17. And I'm pretty sure I got this at Goodwill the other week, and I think I probably paid $3 or $4. So, but it actually was a fairly quick sale because I hadn't even gotten it put away yet. So we like that. Okay, so are you ready for the most exciting sale of yesterday? I love this. I love it so much. I don't know if you watch my videos regularly, or if you're on my Instagram channel. I don't know actually if I filmed a video showing the other sale, but Kat Von D, who has her whole makeup line and all of that, she also has some fragrances. And I went to Goodwill one day and they had both her Sinner and Saint, this size, new in the package, for $4 each. And then they had her two travel sizes of the same perfumes for like $3 each. I might not be real smart, but I'm smart enough to know anytime I see new in the package perfume by a reputable brand for $4, I'm not even gonna look it up. I'm just gonna buy it and I'll be able to figure it out when I get home. So I paid $4. Sorry, I was holding that upside down. And this one sold full price. Are you ready? $179.99. What? That's ridiculous. Plus shipping. So now I have the 2 travel sizes left. So we'll see how quickly those sell. But even those, I think I have them priced for between $50 and $80. It's ridiculous. So always, always, always keep your eye out for perfume. Even the celebrity ones, because like I sold a Tim McGraw one for over $100. Always keep your eye out for any perfume, always look it up. If it's, you know, if you like such and such, you'll love this. No, don't get those. They need to be actual branded, actual perfumes. And then they could be worth a lot of money, especially if they are vintage, because they reworked the formula. People like how it smells back then. They don't like how they reworked it and how it smells now, blah, blah, blah. So always check out, always price the perfume. That's my tip of the day. Anyway, so that's what I've got going out the door today. So I'm gonna get that all packaged and ready to go. And then just waiting for the sales to roll in for tomorrow. Stay tuned. Okay, friends, for our last installment of what sold this week, I am going to show you everything that sold on Thursday. And so I had sent out, just in an effort to get Poshmark to wake up, I sent out a bunch of offers, over 100 offers for 40% off of the item. And I had a few sales from that, not a lot. So that's, you know, it is what it is, whatever. But at least I got some sales. So we got some activity, we got some traction, and then today I had a few more offers. What I am finding is they are sending lower offers than before. And it makes sense because as a buyer, they're having to pay more on their end with the fees and everything. So I get it. It doesn't make it any more comfortable for me, but you know, whatever. So here's what I sold. I'm going to start with the Poshmark sales, and because they're on top of my pile. So let's see, here we go. And what I like about what sold yesterday is I have the things that I love selling, clothing, shoes, and accessories. That is what I love selling. It's what I pick up a ton of. So the first one I'm going to show you is this pair of Piccolino's leather clogs, and then they have the Sherpa lining. These are really cool, perfect for fall, winter. These sold for $35. I always sell every pair of shoes that I find in this brand. And in case you didn't know, this is the brand right here, Piccolino's. They're really cool. These really show hardly anywhere. I did get these in an online auction lot. I believe I paid about $4 per pair. So, and the lady, I guess when you have so many pairs of shoes, you can't really wear them out, right? They just kind of looked really nice. So here's the next item that sold. This is fun as well. This is Canon white yellow checked hand towels. So these are definitely vintage. Let me find the tag and I will show you. Here's the tag, Canon, right there. And I'm sure they're made in the USA, and 100% cotton. Just a really fun, you know, nice set of hand towels. Those sold for $15 on Poshmark. Can you believe it? Plus shipping. So that's really fun. I like selling items like that. I have a lot of vintage linens, new in the package, not new in the package. Those are not new, but honestly, I feel like they've never been used. There's a difference. I feel like maybe they were just in the drawer and never used. Okay, next is this Oshkosh B'gosh corduroy overalls. So adorable, so cute. This is size 6 months for infant, and these sold for $10. Again, you know, I sent out offers and people either accepted or they countered, whatever. And generally speaking, Oshkosh overalls, vintage ones, can really do well. You can sell them for a lot of money. This one is not particularly vintage, so that's why they really did not garner much of a sale. Next is another pair of shoes. Now this brand has really fallen off a lot, Rothy's, and I think it's just you know, when hype catches on, there's that initial crazy, you know, prices that just go through the roof. And then the hype settles. The company expands their business, expands their offerings, and it becomes less special. The brand doesn't decline per se, but it's a lot easier. It's a lot more accessible to the buyer. So they're still going to sell for you, and you're still going to get an all right price, but you're not going to get the $100 that was guaranteed just 2 years ago. So this is the brand Rothy's, and this is size 9.5. These are the flat, and then they are mink brown, and they sold for $34. And I am gonna guess that I probably paid about $10, I wanna say. Let me actually look that up on my spreadsheet. Let's see, the flat. What do we say? How much did we pay? I paid $11. But even with paying $11, and honestly, my spreadsheet has not been updated to reflect the new fees, but even with that, I still made $16.20 on these shoes, and they've only been listed since the middle of June. So in 4 months, I sold them and I made a $16.20 profit, actually a little bit more because the fees are not quite correct. So, you know, is it the profit margin that I'm always shooting for? Definitely not. But it still was a 47.65% profit margin. So that's not bad. Walmart can only wish, right? So now those were my Poshmark sales. Now I'm going to show you my eBay sales. And let's see, we're going to start off with my favorite, a vintage postcard, because I also enjoy selling vintage postcards. This is the Mississippi Gulf Coast Historic Lighthouse, Biloxi, and then it says airbrush. I don't know exactly what that means. Oh, airbrush design has become very popular and can be purchased in many shops along the Gulf Coast. That is so 80s, right? That is hilarious. 80s and 90s was all about the airbrushing. This sold for $4. And it is not posted. There is no stamp cancellation on the back. So only one postcard, which is cool. Let's see. Next, I have, this is fun. So if you watch my channel, you know, I sell a lot from items that I get from online auctions. And so one of the recent warehouse auctions in my area, they had a huge amount of new in the package beauty products, skincare, hair care, makeup, that sort of thing. So I've slowly been getting it listed. I'm so behind, guys, so behind. I've slowly been getting it listed and it's slowly been selling. So here's the item that sold for today. Gundry MD Polyphenol Dark Spot Diminisher. New in the package, this sold for $29.99. And I paid probably $2 an item. So we love to see it. We love to see it. Okay, next this is a Vineyard Vines men's belt, and it's got the leather trim and really great condition. It basically looks brand new. And then it's got the grosgrain ribbon as the main part with the blue stripes. Really, really nice belt, gorgeous. And then this is the label. This is size 32. And this sold for $15. So, and again, like I said, I am really right now in the mode of just trying to sell things and get it out the door. Number one, because I want the cash flow. And number two, I am desperately trying to reduce my inventory. I feel like right now I feel like I am very much bloated as far as my inventory. I do not need to have this many items in my store. So that is what we're working on. It's such a process, but we're gonna keep working. Next item is this blouse. This is Anthropology. The brand is Tiny, T-I-N-Y. Really, really cute peasant blouse with all that embroidery. So cool. That sold for $15. I actually do not remember where I got this from. So let's look that up, shall we? Let's look it up in the good old spreadsheet. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I paid $3.50. So $3.50 into $15. And again, this was listed on March 5th is when I listed it, and I purchased it at a thrift store. So there we go. All right, this next one is really fun, and it sold to someone in England. When I got this, I had no idea how to price it. I just knew it was a beautiful dress. I hate listing things like this because it's unbranded and it's a weird size. It's size 9, so vintage. So who even knows what that was? That juniors? I don't think so. It doesn't look like a juniors item. So I had to, give all the measurements and whatever. And then it's going to England. So that's a little nerve-wracking as well. But regardless, it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this phenomenal dress. So beautiful. And this sold for $40. I had it priced much higher. I think it's $70. And I sent someone an offer and then they countered. So because it's not branded, because it's vintage, because it takes up a lot of space, all these things, I just wanted to sell it. So I accepted her offer of $40. That's one thing that it's a hard lesson to learn, but I think it's a very important lesson to learn, is do not become married to your prices. Just because you think someone should pay X amount of dollars for an item, it doesn't mean that they actually will. So if someone sends me an offer that I know I can make money on, maybe the profit margin isn't quite what I would like, but it's money in my pocket, sometimes I do have to sit on it and I have to just kind of get used to the idea, especially if they send a snarky comment along with it. I sold a pair of shoes, and it wasn't even snarky, but it was just annoying. I sold a pair of shoes this week, and the buyer sent me an offer that was, I think, about half of what I had it listed as. And they said the shipping is a little high. So then I looked at their address, and they're in Hawaii. So I'm thinking to myself, this is getting shipped across the world to you. So yes, the shipping will be a little high. And obviously you're not able to find these shoes where you live. So maybe you need to pay up a little bit more. But then I thought about it, and do I want to keep these shoes sitting around, or do I want the money in my pocket? Yes, it's a little less than I wanted, but it's in my pocket and I can go out and get other stuff to sell for more. So I just I did sit on it for a little bit, and then I pressed accept. Honestly, that was a little bit annoying. I will say that, because people who live like in Alaska, who live in Hawaii, they are well aware of what it costs to ship things to them from the continental US. They know. So to use that as a bargaining tool is just annoying. But anyway, I know they're not sending that message to Amazon. So there. Anyway, back to this beautiful dress. Isn't it so gorgeous? And it's so long. Anyway, but it's got the beautiful cuffs. I mean, it's just so pretty. I love it. It almost might be handmade. I think it is handmade. So anyway, going to somebody in London, or England, not London, but gorgeous, $40. There we go. All right, the last item to sell, and this actually sold for full price, is this lot of Star Wars The New Jedi Order paperback books. These are basically in brand new condition. These sold for $12.50. When I'm at my Goodwill, and I always look in the book section, and I target specifically the tags that are the color of the week, because they're 75% off. So if I can find a couple books in a series that are 75% off, I will absolutely grab them and then list them. and they will eventually sell. People don't tend to enjoy, unless it's like a new hot release or whatever, they don't tend to snatch up one-off listings. If you have a complete series or consecutive numbers in a series, it's a lot easier to sell your books that way. So that's what I do. I've had a fair amount of success doing that. So anyway, that's what's going out the door today. I thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really, really appreciate it. If you have found this video informative, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that our videos will show up in your feed. If you had any questions about what we sold or the process of what we do, make sure you hit the like button. This really is a tremendous way to augment your income by selling items online, whether it's stuff from around your house, or if you do like I do, you go to thrift stores or you look at online auctions, go to flea markets, whatever, and you find something that you can buy for low and sell for high. Can't beat it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.